Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Resourceful Living Homestead. Today we are going to do week 23 update on the garden with Survival Seeds 2025 collaboration with VC Family Homestead, Bushcraft Family, and Lazy Days Ahead. Now I've been doing some cleaning up in the garden and pulling some stuff out. Check out this greenhouse. Are you kidding me? I thought I was ready to pull everything out of the greenhouse, but no, I got a lot of new growth coming on. So I haven't cleaned up much here in the greenhouse as far as the Romas go. I'm just going to let them go for now. I've been out of town so much for work that I'm limited on how much time I have to work in the garden. So I'm spending my one day off working in the garden, and it's just a lot. And the greenhouse has a lot of basil to be harvested, but look at all the new buds on the Romas. I mean, just buds everywhere. I did get 21 Roma tomatoes harvested this morning. There is still Romas growing. Let me see. Like, there's one. I mean, they're all over mixed in here, but then all those new budding, I'm just going to wait and see what happens with those. There's some more coming on, some more tomatoes back there. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I thought the garden was about done. I'm harvesting, oh, there's a Roma I missed. Let me get that one. I thought I was ready to pluck everything out. There's a cluster of Romas, some more Romas back here. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm heading out of town at 3:30 in the morning for work again. So I've done everything I can do in the garden. I had to clean out the rabbit hutches also. And we're starting to, these beds that we've got cleaned out already, we're putting our rabbit manure in there. So we can get ready for, there's some more Romas down there. So we can get ready for the next season. I don't know that I'm going to have time to plant a fall garden. I've just got too much going on, and just when I just get one day off, I mean, all I have time to do is work on trying to get some of the garden stuff tended to and cleaned out and harvested, and processing everything that I've harvested. I need to harvest my lemon balm and my sage down there. Watermelons are coming on, but the animals, I guess the squirrels, the watermelons and the cantaloupes, the squirrels are eating them as fast as they come on. So I won't end up with none of those, but next year I'm going to do something different. Harvested, let's see, about 18 bell peppers this morning. There's still some Cal Wonder bell peppers on the vine. They're still pretty healthy looking. Still got lots of tomatoes on the vine, green. I did harvest when I cleaned out some of the beds and pulled some of the tomato vines out. There's some more bell pepper. Cleaned out some of the tomato bushes already. And if they had any green tomatoes on them, I went ahead and pulled those to harvest. So we'll be making some green tomato relish. But I pulled out almost all of my tomatillo out of this bed. It was just draped over all on the ground. You can see all the tomatillos that have fallen that didn't get harvested in time, and they've dried out. But that's what happens when you work out of town a lot. But this tomatillo is still doing really good, so I just pulled everything back up. The tomato plants have gotten so heavy that they're just laid over. So I had to do a bunch of standing them back up, but everything in the garden is still doing really good. Still got lots of tomatoes coming on. They're green, and we get a few red ones. Let's see, there's a pretty good size green tomato in there. So anyway, we're still getting a lot of tomatoes coming on, and when I'm ready to close the garden down, if they have not turned red, I will harvest them anyway, because we like green fried tomatoes. And we will also make green tomato relish. Let's come over here to the side. Check out all those sweet potatoes. Now those are looking really good. I harvested the rest of my potatoes except for one bed, and got a bunch more Yukon Golds and little red potatoes. But look at all those sweet potatoes. It's doing fabulous. Here is another tomato bed over here with still got some bell peppers coming on right there. The basil is out of control over here. I've made some more pesto and dried out some more basil, but I'm just the basil is just overwhelming, so I ended up pulling some and just I'm gonna trash it. Some more another tomato plant. I pulled some of the tomato plants out of this bed this morning. Let's see, these bell pepper, nothing on that one, but I want to show you guys. I don't know what this is down here. Can anybody tell me what that is? It must be something. I sprinkled some seeds down there, but I tried to Google and look it up, but I couldn't tell what it was. But still got lots of tomatoes. A lot of new growth on the tomato plants out here also. And I want to show you guys, I've got 2 Roma tomato plants down here that are crazy full of Romas. Can you see all that? There's probably 100 of them on here. And these vines, these were all just laid over here in the ground down here. And I tucked them back so they can grow that way. But these beds I've already emptied out and started putting some rabbit manure in there. I've emptied this bed except for my lemon thyme. Do have these cabbages down here. I'm not sure that they're going to do anything. This one's got a head on it, but it's really soft, so I don't know. Here's the one potato plant that's still going. Some new growth on that, in that potato bed, and new growth in that one. And I got one cabbage left right here to be harvested, and I'm going to wait till next week to harvest that. But I spent a good 2 hours out here this morning pulling mint vines out of these 4 tubs. These tubs were overwhelmed with mint. I will not be planting mint next year. I plant mint to keep the squash bugs away, and these beds had squash in them. I lost all the squash, probably to squash bugs, but I'm thinking the mint probably took over, because they were just swirled around all in that. And I'm sure I didn't get them all, but my wheelbarrow back here of all this growth that I pulled out, we are going to burn that, because I don't want random tomato plants growing everywhere. So we're going to burn it. And also there's catnip and mint all in that too. And I don't want it rooting and spreading all over the place. So my goodness, we're going to let it dry out until I get home next weekend, and then we're going to burn it. Over here, this is our hot pepper salsa bed. It's doing really good. We've got tomatoes on there, and this was a random volunteer tomato plant that grew in this bed, because I didn't plant tomatoes. But we got lots of jalapenos coming on still. We harvested probably 50 jalapenos. already. Yesterday, and I think Brian harvested the day before. We've got this plant back here. This is a new pepper. Brian says those will turn red. We're not sure. He said they were either Carolina Reaper or Ghost, and they must be Ghost because I didn't plant Carolina Reaper. But yeah, lots of new growth coming on that. Another jalapeno doing really good. We've got chili peppers. We've got serranos. A lot of them I've already harvested. Well, here's one that's turning. It's not quite ready yet, but these turn red. I think those are chili peppers. And then down here are our habaneros that have finally come on. I didn't think we were going to get much hot peppers at all. There's just a big old cluster of them right there. Didn't think we were going to get much hot peppers because I thought we had lost them all because we couldn't get them planted in time, but they're doing really good. My oregano's doing good. This is a type of oregano, and this is a type of oregano. This one, I would probably pull that oregano out and not plant that next year. I think it's oregano. It may actually be parsley. It looks like my little tab that said what it was. It's gone. Anyway, this is oregano. This is the hot and spicy oregano that will go in our salsa, and it looks so pretty. And I've harvested some of that. Got sage. I've harvested some sage last weekend. I didn't get to harvest any this weekend with my work schedule, but sage looks really good. More basil, more tomatoes over here, but my zinnias are looking really pretty. I didn't harvest any zinnias this weekend because I haven't had a chance to finish processing the ones I harvested last weekend, but I think they'll be fine. They should be okay for next weekend. I don't know what all those spots are on it, if that's something from the mint that was in this bed, but my yard-long beans have started some new growth. I already harvested all the yard-long beans, and I may not get any more off of that, but that's okay. I want to just go ahead and leave it for now. But anyway, that's going to wrap up week 23 update on our garden with Survival Seeds 2025 collaboration with BC Family Homestead, Bushcraft Family, and Lazy Days Ahead. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.